Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be an update on the extremely cold air that's going to be occurring across the country, especially east of the Rockies, and a snowstorm that's going to be occurring across the Northeast and impacting the Midwest, and a little bit on the track of uncertainty of the track on it. So let's talk about that. So first off, you can see this is the GFS model, and you can see a pretty strong low, not too strong, but fairly strong, with a very large area of precip, and it's going to be intensifying as it moves up, but it's not going to be too major, just going to bring some snow on the backside of it. And the question is, how far to the north does the snow get? Chicago most likely won't see it, but areas like of northern Indiana are in jeopardy, and areas like Detroit. The European model has areas like northern Indiana in it in the snow, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But you can see it brings some snow on the backside of it. But here is the main system. I mean, not the main system, but here's the main story. So there's a little clipper that comes out from the Rockies. It's gonna be Colorado low because it develops in Colorado, and it could clip areas like Chicago. And the question is if it's gonna be further north or further south. And as of today, the models have been trending towards the north. So this is how it started off. The CMC model started off with showing the northern track at the beginning of today, and then the European model followed by the GFS. So now they're all showing snow for Chicago. Earlier it was just a CMC. And you can see the low intensifies on the East Coast and bringing snow to areas like Boston and East Coast. That's a secondary low that develops on the East Coast. And then later there's a couple of chances of clippers, but the main story is going to be the cold air, which I'll talk about in a minute, guys. Don't worry. And let's look at the European model. So you could see the European model. This is the storm that has a huge precipitation shield across the Northeast. And you can see how far it brings it. Look at that. Detroit, it would be in the snow. Not too much, but northern Indianapolis. Sorry, I can't say it. It will be in the snow. Ohio, Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Syracuse. But here is where the models really differ. You can see the system out here in the west. It's a lot further north, and it just brings snow to areas like Chicago, central Illinois, southern Wisconsin, Detroit, a little bit further north in the GFS. And I'm leaning towards this model, not just because I want the snow and I like the snow, but because the fact is that they've all been trending northwards today. So I think this is the furthest advanced one. So I think the GFS and CMC will soon follow the European one. But overall, that is it with the precipitation. I'll just like to show you guys the total snowfall amounts from this. Not too impressive according to the GFS across the Midwest, but in the Northeast, there's going to be quite a bit of snow, up to a foot of snow, sometimes even more, a foot and a half. So Boston will be right on that line, depending whether it gets snow from that second system or it gets rain. But quite a bit of snow, so pretty exciting for the Northeast. And now let's look at the 2-meter temperatures. So let's move it back till now, and you can see this is where the cold air really starts to invade Saturday and into Sunday. Here's the really cold air. You can see anywhere in the pink, that's negative 20s, negative 30s. That's some bitter, bitter cold air for December, and it doesn't really go away during the day. You can see this is during the day, 15, 18, the pretty much stays below freezing up until southern Illinois, Missouri, the whole state of Indiana, the whole state of Iowa. So it just keeps bleeding south, and you can see that is some cold air. This is during the night, negative 2, negative 6, negative 10. I mean, these temperatures would be true if there was more of snow on the ground. But if it does happen, because remember the GFS is showing not really much snow across this area with the system that's going to be passing through Saturday and Sunday, but the European model shows more snow. So if the European model is correct, then these temperatures are going to be even colder, since snow reflects the warm temperatures. And you can see this cold air just sticks around. This is already not going to be as cold, but still fairly cold during the day, and it just sticks around. This is Sunday, January 7th, still cold across much of the country, below freezing. So that's pretty much it, guys. stay updated on the bitter cold. And oh, also like to show you the her model, because that's pretty good when it comes to the uh, the precipitation with this storm. So you can see the her model is showing this band of snow to be, it doesn't really go out too far, but I'll shift to this one. And what I realized is the further we get, each model run shifts the snow further and further north with the her model. So if you want to stay updated on this, go to Tropical Tidbits her model, and it will keep you updated on the snow band that's going to be developing across here and the snow that's going to be coming from the west. So I'll probably still make one more video about the snow that's going to be occurring, the snowstorm, and definitely another video on the cold, but I'm not so sure about the first one. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking the video. See you guys in the next episode.